Hello, 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 hello. This is Invite the Light coming to you with a client request reading. Can't seem to talk right now, but I do want to say hello to you guys. I'm like welcoming you guys back. It's just been a little while. I was away for some weeks, and now I'm back on the scene. So I just wanted to thank or acknowledge client L, who actually requested that I do this reading on Meghan Markle and her sister. If you guys watch my videos, you kind of know that I don't really like the sister's energy. Like, I don't like to really read on her because, when you read, you kind of have to, I don't know how to explain it. You have to like focus on somebody else's energy, and to me, her energy always feels like kind of nasty, syrupy, kind of bleh, bleh. But I will get to it, and I'm gonna do just a little bit of free flow on this because that person had to wait a few days while I got back and got over the jet lag. So let's go. Let's see what happens. As most of you probably know, sorry. So most of you probably know Samantha Markle she had already flown to London and tried to get audience with Meghan, and it didn't work. So let's just see kind of where she is. I kind of don't want to take those cards because I kind of wasn't focused, just because so you guys know. But just for those of you who really always want to hate, I will freaking turn them over for a second. Page of Earth, Queen of Earth. For me, I already see like money aspects of this. I'm not really gonna read these cards too much because I wanna get a more focused thing here, but just to shut up the haters, and that's this one time. Eight of Swords, transformation card, Nine of Air, Ace of Fire. Okay, hold on one second, you guys. Give me 1 second here. So we know, again, like I said, this Samantha flew in and tried to get audience with Meghan. She tried to apologize to Meghan all of a sudden after just dogging her. And then I think like 2 days later, she was back to dogging her out. So meanwhile, Meghan seems to be doing very, very well despite all of the readings on YouTube. They say she's doing so awful and that Harry is just marrying her just to do whatever. Yeah, so we're gonna see what happens here. But meanwhile, what I see here, I just see materialism, if you ask me. I see someone who is low on money, trying to basically who's just really, really focused, really kind of immature, all about money, all about really earthly pleasures, very much so an ego, very much in wanting that recognition, on many different levels, wanting to feel like that queen but can't. Okay, so that definitely is probably representing her. These are her own issues. Of course, obviously, they are her own issues, this sister. Obviously, with the Eight of Air, I mean, a lot of these problems are her own damn problems. Like, she just makes them, I mean, the way her relationships go, the way her luck goes, so to speak. Because I just feel like she's one of those people who are like, this is so unfair to me. Like, this is what I just get from here. As far as transformation is concerned, it's very interesting. I do feel like there are, this is the death card here. I do feel like just naturally progressing, she can only beat the drum of complaining about something bothering Meghan so much, and it's really kind of beginning to die out. She's kind of worried about it, if you ask me. Like, this was her way of being able to, really, she has this thing about recognition. You know what I mean? She has this thing about recognition. She has this thing about, wanting to just be what she thinks is somebody, and if she just simply focus on herself, she might have a bit more of a chance here. And if she was so fucking lazy, that's also coming through the cards. Ace of Fire. She is gonna try to say some to me, like, some major stuff. I think this represents that book, but the cards didn't want to tell anything else, which means to me it's just gonna be shit anyway. So I do think she's her that's her next thing in order to just be able to do this book because she's not getting much offers, much press, much money from the media or whatever. So that does kind of keep her up at night, but she loves the attention. She really, really feeds for the attention. That is like her currency too. It's not even, the money is great, but her currency is like fame, even if it's infamy. She just doesn't care. That's my opinion. Again, remember the cards are here. This is a card reading. It's a general reading, and it's well, actually, it's not really a general reading, but it's a reading of general energies on this person through the lens of this particular reader, me. And the cards are for entertainment purposes. Card readings are for entertainment purposes. So let's just take a look at what else decided to fly out since we're having so much fun here. This is upside down. This woman is a bitch. Let me tell you, this and the father, ace, queen of air, king of air. These people are nothing but trouble. I mean, they fucking lie so much. It's ridiculous. You know what these cards turned upside down? Liars. Part of my hands, by the way, I have been like on a 4-week desert. Like, oh, good God. Sorry about that. It's gonna change, hopefully. Three of air is upside down. That's this apology. The apology was false, fake from both of them. This is something that they talked about. They're like Humpty and fucking Dumpty, the two of them. So stupid. I'm sorry to say. Wouldn't that be funny? It would not be funny, but if this client was actually one of them who hired me because they asked very specific questions. So let me leave it at this. Like, look, okay, first of all, I don't even want to address these people, but I'm going to address the issue. Samantha and her father, Thomas, they're not dumb people per se. The things that they do are fucking dumb, and how they engage makes them, seem dumb. But the both of them are very lazy, especially the father. I mean, he has so much potential, and he's never ever, he's always wanted to wallow in his own self victimhood. She has some of that too, but she is so much more of a bitch. Like, just sorry. Just saying, it's in the cards. Three of air, again, false apologies, lies, 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 lies. They just lie so fucking much. And I guess here comes the father again. He'll be the next one. Maggie, I love you. I'm sorry. I'm gonna come to London, just please. I could just see him crying right here. Again. So let's see what this card is. Six of water. With this Six of water, him saying, I just remember when you were a little girl, more of this stuff coming up, being very, very, very emotional. So I feel like that will be the next stint. But this is disgusting here. Let me tell you guys, this is reverse queen of air, king of air. I mean, the both of them, they are just too much. I mean, really, just too much. These are awful people upside down. These are awful people. I mean, these are liars. These are people who cut. These are people who will stab you for the shirt off your back. This is somebody who will eat their own child. Sorry. You know how when they say sometimes animal or whatever that saying is, sometimes people have said when they're describing somebody who's really nasty, like, they would eat their own young, just have the babies and just eat them just to survive. This is honestly what we get here. And this three of air, this is really brutal stuff. But I don't see, this is all seriously, when I tell you seriously, brutal fucking energy. So I really feel like behind closed doors, these people are furious. They are furious. They are nasty. If they could get away with it, they would bring physical harm to her. And now I want to be careful saying that. How I want to say it is in the context of, I just lost my train of thought. But like if the sister could punch her in the face a few times and maybe even stab her in the back, like in the right world where there was no karma and no this and no that and all this, and still be able to get the money. This bitch, well, she's not smart enough to be Lady Macbeth, so I won't even bring Lady Macbeth into it. She's like the dumb bootleg, way bootleg, get a five. No, I'm just kidding. Lady Macbeth maybe, but no, she would. They definitely would slap the shit out of her, just based on these cards. All right. So now, having said that, remember the cards are for entertainment purposes and they're a general read on the general energies. Okay. All right. Sometimes when spirit is reading energies, they could be energies on an emotional body level and not necessarily in the person's physical. It could be like, just so you guys know, and I'll go, oh my God, he would hit her. He would do that. Like, don't take it literally. You know how sometimes when you are upset with someone, you know that you're not going to do anything to them, but you're processing your feelings. And then I don't mean as serious as these people, like when I say do something to them, but really like scream, yell, do something. And you kind of have that like running in one part of your energy, and you know that you're never going to act on it, but the energy is there. It needs to be processed out while you're calming down, calming your emotions. So that is how you guys need to kind of take this as well. I'm telling you, these people are nasty. All right, let's get on to it. Let's see how Megan's doing, right? Or you know what? Hold on. Let me just get out the last bit of this energy here, which feels super nasty. I just need to cut some cords here. Go on. Hello to anyone who is in the chat room. Thank you for watching. Sorry I haven't addressed you guys. I'm just all into it, huh? Let's see what else information. I feel like daggers, I don't know if somebody watching is pissed. I'm gonna send it back to your ass in a minute if it is you. But yeah, there we go. Thank you. Much better. Obviously, if you get triggered by this video, need to close. I'm only the messenger. Okay. All right. So again, we get the Six of Water and the King of Earth. I feel again, this father, in my opinion, he has so much potential. He really does. He chooses to disconnect from his wise self. He has like two sides of him. Maybe some of that is portion of survival, but I think he is deeply codependent on, like I've told you in the past videos, like creating this victim mode. He's deeply codependent on that, and he finds his power in manipulating people through playing victim and guilting people up. He's had a wonderful relationship with Megan in the past. Obviously, I think that they've had beautiful times in her childhood. And to her, he was her everything, he was just awesome, amazing. He was this amazing dad, amazing person. And what happened? There was a lot of love there. I just saw the Ace of Water, but it didn't fly out. There was a lot of love, obviously, a lot of love. And he showed her a lot of love from babyhood, let's say. Eight of Fire. There's going to be a lot of communication. I don't know if he is definitely. I feel like he may be the one going to London next, because they have this thing. Like I said, he's pissed and she's pissed with those two swords. They are furious. Let me tell you guys, they are fucking furious. And I feel like you also know that he has this indignant and sort of, he has like a self-entitlement kind of attitude, like the way that he was relating to the king and Harry. Oh, Harry needs to get over it. What, it's like, huh? So he kind of paints these scenarios in his mind where he thinks that, he's entitled to speak to people a certain way. And then also that people are doing something to him when they're not. They're just minding their damn business and they don't owe him anything. So I feel like, to say all that, I feel like he is like super pissed that the thing with Samantha, her little stunt didn't work out. So now he's like, you know what? I'm going to travel over there. So either I see him traveling over to London or traveling somewhere. Yeah, let me just leave it like that because that's all that I get right now. Or I see him just really talking to the press, sending out press releases or whatever, doing some kind of, maybe possibly even doing like a press conference, where he does this public appeal to her or whatever. I don't know why they think they're going to the Tower Carters here. There's some shit wanting to go down. I don't know if this also in this one case could just, this usually never represents this, but I'm gonna say in this one case, this just could represent the monarchy. Now there are a couple of scenarios here. Either one, he's coming out with some information or in a really manipulative attack, in a way that really, really throws them the hell off, like breaks something down, or two, they stay rock solid. Let me see what's going on here. What are you trying to tell me here, please? Cards. What is this tower? What is this tower? Mm-hmm. This is interesting. I get the sun. I get the Queen of Fire. Okay, so typically this represents Megan, who is a fire sign. She's a Leo. And it's kind of like double here. It's almost like they're clarifying. What is this though? There's just something about her. Maybe she's gonna come out of her face. You know what I mean? Like with this tower here. I don't know if she's just absolutely had enough. And guys, have you like seen her on Suits actually? I find that actually kind of a fun show that I kind of, you know, someone close to me was actually watching it and I kind of got into it and I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. She's really strong-willed sometimes on that show. She's not all happy-go-lucky smiley face. Like she will tell, you could see she has a lot of fortitude within her. She has to be performing on this level, no matter what the fuck you haters think. You have to, no matter how dumb you seem in the celebrity light, you have to be strong in one way or another. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Magician and Queen of Earth. I'm sorry, I did get that as well. There is another woman involved here. Or it could be this. This is what the hit I'm going to go with because this is ambiguous to me. I'll be clarifying all day on this. The cards they're not kind of giving me enough information. I feel like as Megan comes into motherhood, or that Megan is making this big transformation from fire to earth. She's refining herself. She's becoming, she's working on some projects, not only for, superficial reasons. Not that she was ever superficial for you haters. She never comes up in the cards as superficial. Actually, she comes up, both she and Harry come up as very nice people, actually, are quite nice. She's doing a lot more things. She is in creation mode. She did just come out with that cookbook for charity. I think, she's being refined inside. She's coming a lot more into her own, even though she had a lot of individuality before. Her father is a freaking manipulator. That's what's coming through here. He is a manipulator. He wants to manipulate her for money. But I think she's finally keen to it, up on it, and emotionally ready for it. Okay, thank you. That's what came through. She's gonna get a lot more fame. He's coming forward and trying to do these nasty things, but she is shining through. This is not just about being the one who's being bullied, abused, and becoming a martyr. She's really shining through. She's doing well for the people. She's a good person. Fuck you haters. I'm sorry. She's a good person. She's going to do a lot of good stuff. Or at this time, up until this time, she's coming in grand integrity. Okay, she's moving more out of the fire aspect and she's moving more into the earth aspect. like I said, she's coming into her own. That's what they're telling me. So whatever this is, we were trying to find out about this tower. Whatever the hell her father says, it tries to be really inflammatory. Feels like maybe he is trying to get like a multiple attack. I don't know if he's trying to get something. This is totally speculation, okay? So let's just take a breath here. I don't know if he's trying to get something from the ex-husband or some ex-boyfriend or just a few people to come in and really kind of maybe destabilize this situation just to his advantage. Anyway, he's trying to manipulate this so that she will come back. He's trying to find his way in my opinion, some kind of news that will really sort of shatter him. I don't know if there's an upcoming betrayal or something. There's something big that this man is doing. There's some new low he's going to go to in the press that's going to really set her up. I think it's going to be something, that really it doesn't work, but it's some kind of news, some kind of something that's supposed to be embarrassing and it's supposed to drive a wedge between her and the monarchy, but it doesn't. It only drives her into more strength. Okay. So she's doing very well. I believe, I'm not sure if she has 100% of the people's support yet, but um, she is shining. She is definitely a shining star. She's pretty fucking amazing, y'all. I don't know, these cards. You know, and she's only gonna get better. So deal with it. Okay? Deal with it. All right. And get your own damn life. Don't sit here watching videos if you're really hating on this girl. I'm so sorry. I'm like, for those of you who are not hating on her and who are not obsessed with her, I don't know why. I'm just like focusing on addressing people who don't even need to really deserve the attention. I feel like she's definitely coming into her own. Something's going on. Somebody's looking into something. I don't know if it's Samantha. Somebody's trying to snoop. Yeah, look, her card comes out again. She's just a bitch. Queen of Air. I mean, it's total bitter bitch. More really nasty words. More really nasty words. I feel like she's digging into Megan's past, trying to find not only, embarrassing pictures. This is all about money. But you know what? Again, I just randomly like pick these out of the middle. And these are what came up again. I mean, for Megan, these people are not a factor. She is shining. She really is. She's growing internally. She's growing externally. Her fame, I don't know. She's into yoga. I feel like she's doing a lot of internal practice as well. But she's really becoming like into her own. It's going to be interesting to see what she does with charity and everything. I don't even see Harry in here right now, but I just see her really coming into her own and she is good. So it's just like whatever you need to do. She is miles above this. She can't be touched. They're going to do whatever they need to do. Notice they all come in blue and very cold. You all notice that, and notice that everything that has to do with her is very warm. It's very warm and deep. She's had to go deep. She's had to really find herself. She's had to create her own emotional support system, even though she has in the past has had Harry as well. This is really all about her coming into her own. All right, let's see what else the cards want to say. Ace of Earth. I feel like, again, she may come out with her own book. I'm not sure if she's actually allowed to do that. But what's this Ace of Earth here? She's definitely going to, I think personally be of very big value. I don't know in what capacity. I'm imagining it's on a global capacity. Let's see. What is this Ace of Earth? Let's see what's going on here. Okay, so this royal family, honestly, I feel like she's going to be the next leader. Straight up, I don't even see Harry like in this situation. And this is not from a nasty place. This is not from her coming in. I need to take over. I need to do this. I think that she is a uniter. She's very strong headed. She knows how to deal with people in a way, and she knows how to engage people, in a way that's authentic, but in a way that's also powerful and in a leadership role and not too personal, where she gets pulled into things. And I guess we could kind of see that because she's been pretty darn good with keeping a smile on her face and not really, you know, and she's kind of transformed Harry too. I feel like they're both very, very happy, and I feel like he has a sort of an emotional stabilization that it seems he was missing before. Without her, I think they offer each other a lot. So anyway, listen. Behind closed doors, I think that she is really great in this family. To me, like she definitely, having known all my readings, I feel like she definitely comes in kind of in the shoes that the queen wants to finally put down, take off her feet, and be able to rest finally at 91. She's not going to be queen, but the type of strong headed, shrewd, authentic, that combination, formidable type of person, and capable. Um, she kind of gels that family together, and she will keep them going on. She will actually extend the royalty past what it to me seems like what it would have been before. Um, and she will bring in a lot of money. It's not that this is a money thing, but there's a lot of value in more than one way. But there's definitely monetary value. There's some sort of foundation they may be starting all together. I'm not exactly sure. There's something, and it's pretty big. And I do believe that I do see traveling here. Um, but I do know that she and Harry are going away to New Zealand. Let's see if we can get a little more information on that. I think she's kind of ready to leave in a way. I feel like she's kind of ready to leave and steal away with him. And she's so very happy with him, and she's very happy with the family. She's just, that whole thing with the press is like a little bit much, I think, for her. So I feel like she's ready to kind of steal away. I feel like she also is leaving behind really now, finally, emotionally. I'm very happy for her. I feel this sense of self-power, she finally is leaving um behind her emotional vulnerability with her father's shenanigans and his sister's shenanigans, really trifling stuff. I mean, I'm not sure that we could even imagine like our parents just coming out of nowhere, um, disclosing private conversations for payments and not even speaking to us, but going on the news talking about, oh, somebody's not, so and so's not speaking to me, but collecting a check, it's crazy. So let me see what's going on. Here. I hope that I was able to answer that question about Samantha. Let me try actually, sorry guys, I'm jumping over a little bit, but let me try to go back. Unless I see some comments here talking about the sisters and saying now she's attacking Doria. I know she's just but we see what's happening here. And actually that other card, that Earth card could be Doria. I don't know when Doria's birthday is, but that could be Doria. However, I still feel like um, that could be Doria being a very supportive role for Megan, and being also really Megan's rock. But I do believe that also represents Megan and her coming into her own, okay? Because cards can represent a few different things. Here is the queen, finally, the queen. We kind of miss her, right? I haven't seen her much. Let's look at this and see what's going on here with the Wheel of Fortune. There's some real negative stuff. I feel like the queen is kind of working as well, in her own quiet and slow way to really end the cycle of this with these people. Um, she's been able to slow down the press a bit. She's been able to do that. She's been able to kind of quiet things down, kind of keep things a little bit obscure, like kind of obscure their path of attacks. Even though we've seen attacks, they're not as deep as they could be, and these people are not in the media as much as they could be. And I think that that's because she slowed some stuff down. But she's trying to do it in a way, where it's not heavy-handed. That queen is awesome. She always shows up as the emperor. Well, she's amazing. She's amazing. And she's sitting back and chilling. She's letting some stuff unfold because she also knows these people will hang themselves. She knows they will fall on their own sword. So let me see. However, I do think that in some way she is kind of keeping an eye on them, and she may be able to intercede with them traveling into the country going forward. But she's got to be extremely careful. Doesn't want it to come back onto her. So I don't see the details. Frankly, these cards I'm using, they're not the ones that I really like to typically use, although they're pretty and all, but they just don't serve the way I need my flow to go 100%. But I do see, getting back to the queen, there may be some kind of man here. There may be a lawyer or some kind of, maybe a really shrewd, not a detective, like a consigliere, some like a handler, but a high-end one who's they're trying to be extremely very careful, very discerning, and have a lot of discretion in this, but they don't want these fuckers just popping over to England. So I think I think that some of these relatives may be watching. Not going to do anything malicious, like they're not going to hack them or anything like that, but they are going to have a certain level of intelligence on them and be able to figure out lighter ways to keep them the hell out of the country. That's my opinion here based on these cards. That they want to do this on the low. Let me tell you, on the low. Real good. So guys, I hope that really answered your question about that sister. Let me see if I can find out a little bit more about her. Before I do, I just want to clear and shield. And also, I'm not one who really does readings on just kind of anybody. It's just because Megan kind of interests me. So it's hard to go, like I said, into the sister's energy. So let me just try to do something here for the sister to just kind of clear up the energy some. Let's see what kind of unconditional love is something that she should really work on. One, for herself. This is that sister. And definitely for her sister, who has clearly not done anything to her. All right, let's see what else. Nothing to deserve this. All this stuff. What else? What else? The cards don't want to say anything else for her. They didn't want to give her the time of day. It's not funny, but all right, good. Inner truth. Could have been just saying what I was saying is a fact. We do not want to give her any more information. Yeah, and the liberation card. I feel like the cards are saying they really don't want to address this. Okay, so let's just work with unconditional love with her, and let's see what comes up for her because, even if she isn't watching this video, she'll be able to tap into some of this energy, for sure, with the high priestess coming up. She needs to learn to chill. She needs to learn to get into herself more. Um, and she needs to hone her own wisdom and stand on her own 2 feet. I mean, she's just been a bitch all of her life since childhood. She's just been a hater. To me, I think she's tried to play it off, but she even has issues, as we know, with her own children. So I just feel like she's very nasty. Like this Princess of Winter over the Six of Summer. What is this High Priestess? The Seven of Winter. I mean, she just all about the money. I think she just takes emotionally. She enjoys taking things that people will miss. Whether it's emotional joy, energetic stuff, like just being emotionally unavailable, so people feel very emotionally destabilized. This Lover comes out. This Prince of Spring comes out again. I feel like this sometimes is not the lovers, but I feel like this is like the father and her trying to come out with some extra news or something. That also could be problems that she's had in the past with like a divorce or something. And Eight of Summer again. Somebody may consider walking away, but I do feel more so like this is Megan, which has me reflect on these cards that Megan is in the Lovers. Megan and both Harry are in a really great, good relationship. And yeah, I think they're focused. They could very well be focused on a pregnancy. I with this Prince of Spring, um, a message being brought in, a child being brought in, and just emotionally walking away from that. They both experienced a rebirth with all these attacks against them, and they are different people. The both of them stronger. Queen of Springs represents Megan, typically. Yeah, and with the Four of Summer, I feel like she's, you know what? Not even to go hella into it with the Four of Summer, she's over it. The Four of Summer in the world, she's over it, and she's in a really good place. So I tried to find out much about the sister. To recap, she's very angry. So is the father. They're very angry. It looks like, per the cards, he's going to try to attempt next to come to London, but he'll come in the guise of the really wounded father who's absolutely heartbroken. And he's just really going to play on her relationship with him in the childhood, his bean. That's what he calls her. So I don't know if he'll come up with a personal collage and stand out there like John Cusack with, in front of Kensington Palace with a that was a large bird. Oh my god, large white bird. I know, never really seen anything that large before. So anyway, yeah, he's gonna play on the heartstrings. Meanwhile, it'll be all in the press. There's that side, and then there's a really nasty side of something that he's also working on coming out, because he just, again, there's this certain level of violence that he has as far as trying to drive a wedge between her and the family, the royal family. So, I mean, he just doesn't mind putting that kind of pressure on her. So, yeah, that is what I see for now. Just for fun, since we're in the 39th minute, why not make it 40 something? Let's see, what is Megan doing going forward? Let's ask about that. What's Megan doing going forward? She's leaving somewhere. I mean, she is going on that travel. She's going on that trip. I see the Ace of Water there. I feel like that's her having a baby. What's this? 4 of Earth and 3 of Earth. Again, I see her kind of refusing to really allow these people and their bad actions to come into her sphere. She's really like building something not only with Harry, but her own personal legacy. And this is something regarding humanity. Like she is in that family now. Definitely. Okay, this father, he's gonna travel and do something. I mean, he's like flying out. He usually comes in as the King of Cups, but he's like bastard, like King of Air, keeps coming out. He's gonna be very nasty, and cunning. But for a fire, he may. Oh, okay. I read this the wrong way. I was gonna say he may want to chill because he might be wearing himself out emotionally, and he may come down with a little bit of sickness. But I read that card wrong. It's not the one. So I feel like here with the 4 of Fire, he's going to show up at the castle. There'll be something like that, or he's feeling his way to see where he should show up and what he should do. Whatever it is, he wants to me, he wants to destroy her. I don't even see like anything about really getting money anymore. There's definitely something where he's after money, but this is more of an intent to destroy. Period. However, she's built such a strong thing and she has like a past life foundation with Harry. Whatever this guy's gonna do ain't gonna happen. They're very happy as a family. And I'm not even talking about her and Harry, the whole shebang, the whole royal family, they get along with her. She's brought an unbelievable amount of light and substance and this platform of support for them, because she's also, she's not royal and she's not primed to be. I can't remember, Kate is a commoner, quote unquote. Nevertheless, she's still, with that, let's say, with that quote unquote stereotypical stiff upper lip, there's still a disconnect that you have from people. Meghan doesn't have that, having her background with charity and stuff like that. I remember a sidebar seeing Kate doing charity up in Harlem and a few places in the United States. Like, that is not her thing. It's just not for everybody. Certain things I know I cannot do either. Certain things with charity, like some people are good about getting on the ground and going to places where it's real. Other people are not. They're better at raising money and doing stuff in their own backyard. So there's something for everybody in that. So I'll be nice, but yeah. Meghan brings a bridge to that family that's a bit dislocated as being royal and as being having to be sort of robotic, having because they're upholding social standards and they're leading away by being a certain level of a figure. I don't want to say a figurehead, but I'm just going to say it because I can't think much right now. So she brings this thing, like she's like, let's say the USB port that they needed to hook into a little bit more of seeming less robotic and less cold. They're not horrible people. And we're able to see the best out of them actually through these cards and their relationship with her through these cards. Otherwise, they've always been judged over the last 20 years with Diana and everything. They've been judged. So anyway, I think that's it. She's got a good place. Father seems like he's going to try to destabilize her. I mean, he's looking to want to travel over to her. There's a slight chance that his health. Let's see what's stopping him. What's the delay? Hold on. I saw the Justice card there. That may be a certain level of timing as well. 2 of Water falls out and the Messenger of Earth. I feel like there's an agreement that he has with someone or he's waiting for money. That's what I feel like some of it is. I'm trying to get a little more information and then I'm going to let this reading go. Whoops. I don't know what the hell this card is. Call. Let's just say, let me see. What is this call card? Hold on one second. That's like one card that's like not, that's like an unorthodox card right there. Let's see. Purpose and true prosperity. Oh, okay. I know what this is, and I know what this is more announcements to the media. Actually, it's a little different than the book, but I just realized that's what that is. There's an agreement here he has with someone. They haven't paid him, you know. Oh, Seven of Earth. What the heck? Okay. He's waiting on money though with the Seven of Earth. What the heck? I thought this was another card and it wasn't, but it ended up being the same meaning. Isn't that wild? Waiting for money, there's an agreement. Definitely waiting for money. And this is about this is about the press, being able to give more information to the press. He could also be waiting to cultivate some information. It could be about her pregnancy, and once she has the child and a bit of information that he gets, he will sell to the press. There's something that's in the, you know, it hasn't been brought out yet, but we saw that kind of before as well. So we shall see what happens. There's more to come, guys. More to come on this, okay? All right, so I'm gonna go, and I just thought about it. I'm gonna just do a quick reading on Kanye and Kim if you all are interested. If not, I shall see you the next time, and have a good one. You guys, by the way, also, if you want a reading, you can contact me, invitethelight1@gmail.com. If you want a personal reading for yourself, or if celebrity readings are kind of funny with me. I don't do them for everybody. Like I said, I don't really like to get into certain energies. It's very select. So you can propose one and see if I can do it, and then we can work that out. If you want to do one on your own, we can. And then you guys can check out my normal channel, which I do readings for by zodiac sign. I'll be doing the October readings very soon. And yeah, my other channel is invitethelight1@gmail.com, or invitethelight@gmail.com. Oh, sorry, I keep saying the email. It's invite the light is the username as well. All right, cheerio, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye.